It's 10 days before your next paycheck hits, and your bank account is already gasping for air. You work hard, you make a decent salary, but by the end of every single month, you're left staring at your screen wondering, where did it all go? It feels like your money has a mind of its own, leaking out through 1,000 tiny holes you can't even see. Most people treat budgeting like a crash diet. They think it's all about deprivation, misery, and saying no to everything they actually love. But without a plan, you're just wandering through a dark financial jungle without a compass. You aren't managing your money, you're just reacting to your bills until you're exhausted. Welcome to Day 5 of Sketching Finance. Today, we are installing that compass. I'm going to show you the 50-30-20 rule, the simplest, most effective framework ever created to manage your paycheck. It's designed so you can finally live for today while simultaneously building a fortress for your tomorrow. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear mathematical percentage for every single dollar you earn. No more guessing, no more late-night guilt trips, and no more end-of-the-month panic. Let's break down the actual math of your freedom. Before we pour a single dollar into our buckets, we need to define the total pie. The 50-30-20 rule is based strictly on your after-tax income. This is your true take-home pay, the actual amount that hits your bank account after Uncle Sam takes his cut for taxes and FICA. This rule was popularized by Senator Elizabeth Warren, a Harvard bankruptcy expert. The beauty of this system is its sheer simplicity. It doesn't ask you to track every nickel. It asks you to divide your life into 3 distinct categories: your survival, your lifestyle, and your future. This isn't about counting pennies or feeling bad about buying a stick of gum. It's about big picture allocation. This system ensures that your survival is covered, your happiness is prioritized, and your wealth is growing, all at the same time, without the mental burnout of traditional budgeting. When you follow this specific ratio, you stop spending and start allocating. You move from a state of constant financial chaos to a state of absolute financial control. You become the CEO of your own life. Let's look inside the first and largest bucket, the 50%. Half of your income, and absolutely no more, should go toward your needs. These are your survival essentials. If you stopped paying these, your life would be in immediate jeopardy. We are talking about your rent or mortgage, electricity, water, basic groceries, and essential insurance. This is where most Americans get tripped up. A reliable car to get to your job is a need. A $700 monthly payment for a brand new leather interior SUV? That's a want disguised as a need. Minimum debt payments also live in this bucket because if you don't pay them, your credit score and your future will die. In many US cities today, the needs bucket is overflowing. If your rent is eating up 45% of your paycheck, you are what economists call house burdened. This leaves almost no breathing room for anything else. If your total needs are over 50%, you don't just have a budgeting problem, you have a lifestyle to income mismatch. The goal of the 50% bucket is efficiency. This is where you shop for better insurance rates, cut out the unused utilities, and stop eating out from your grocery budget. Keeping this bucket strictly at 50% is the ultimate secret to never feeling trapped by your own bills. Remember the golden rule of the 50% bucket. Steak is a want, calories are a need. When you are analysing this bucket, you must be ruthless. Every dollar you save here is a dollar that can be moved into the buckets that actually bring you joy or wealth. If you're just starting and your needs are currently at 70%, do not panic. The 50-30-20 rule is the target destination, not the starting line. Your mission, starting today, is to find creative ways to shrink this bucket every single month until you hit that 50% mark. Now for the part everyone loves, the 30%. This is for your wants. This is what I call guilt-free spending. This covers dining out, travel, hobbies, that HBO Max subscription, and the latest sneakers. This bucket is what makes life worth living while you are on the long road to wealth. Most financial gurus tell you to cut out the lattes to get rich. I completely disagree. If you stay within your 30% allocation, you can buy as many lattes as you want. The 30% bucket is your psychological safety valve. It prevents the feeling of deprivation, which is the number one reason budgets fail. The 30% bucket is all about flexibility and trade-offs. If you want a massive international vacation this summer, you might have to cut your dining out budget to zero for 3 months. You can have anything you want, but you simply cannot have everything you want at the same time. Beware of subscription leakage. We often have 30% of our income flowing into wants that we don't even use or value anymore. Every unused $15 subscription is a want that is actively stealing from your future bucket. You must audit this list at least once a month. This is the most critical bucket for the sketching finance community, the 20%. This goes directly to your financial future. This includes extra debt payments above the minimum, your emergency fund, and, most importantly, your long-term investments. This 20% is the seed money for your future forest. If you spend your entire life at a 50-50-0 ratio, you will be forced to work until the day you die. This 20% bucket is how you literally buy back your time. It is the engine that drives every financial dream you've ever had. The secret to the 20% bucket? Total automation. If you wait until the end of the month to see what's left over for savings, the answer will almost always be zero. You must set up your payroll so that 20% goes straight to your high-yield savings or brokerage account before you ever see it. Use this bucket strategically. Phase 1. Build a $1,000 starter emergency fund. Phase 2. Crush high-interest credit card debt. Phase 3. Build a full 6-month safety net. Phase 4. Invest like your life depends on it, because ultimately it does. You've just completed day 5. You now have a mathematical blueprint for every paycheck you will ever receive for the rest of your life. But we all know that life is unpredictable. Cars break down, pipes burst, and jobs can vanish overnight. Tomorrow, for day 6, we are talking about emergency funds. How much is actually enough? I'm going to show you how to build a fortress around your 50-30-20 plan so that a crisis for everyone else is just a minor inconvenience for you. Your homework for tonight. Look at your last 30 days of spending. Calculate your current ratio. Are you 70-20-10 or maybe 80-20-0? Be honest with yourself and post your current needs percentage in the comments below. No judgment here, just data. I'm sketching finance. It's time to stop living your life by accident and start living it by design. I'll see you tomorrow for day 6.